Hello and welcome, sports fans, to the Prince William Ice Center, home of the Potomac Patriots. I'm John Baranowski, your in-game host, as we have the second of two games between the Hampton Roads Whalers and the Potomac Patriots. Yesterday, a big upset. The Potomac Patriots knocked down the Hampton Roads Whalers for the first time this season, only the Hampton Roads Whalers' third loss of the season. We'll send you up now to David Stearns and Brian Schrems in the broadcast booth next on Cross Ice Feed.
Welcome, everybody. We're doing our starting lineups. David Stearns here with Brian Schrems. Anthems and MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders in our opening face-off. Coming right up. Stay tuned here on the Cross Ice Feed. Whalers, Patriots, elite action coming right up. Let's play some hockey. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world protecting us here at home and our freedoms. We thank you. This morning, starting goaltenders brought to you by MyTech Automotive, located in Woodbridge, Virginia. That's mytechautoinc.com for more details on how to schedule your appointment today. And who do we got starting in goal, Mr. Schrems?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Taylor Prevost, 7-0 on the season this year with a 1.28 goals against average and a 9.55 save percentage. Vezina caliber goaltender. Phillip on the other end, 5-3 on the season, 3.07 goals against average and a 9.26 save percentage. Your MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders. Mr. Stearns, back to you.
Thank you, Schrems. As we get things underway here at the Prince William Ice Center, we are pulling double duty here. Schrems on camera and color commentary. God help us all. Face-off one by the Whalers. Back inside of their own goal. Inside their own zone. They go D to D here. Trying to break it out. Having a bit of a time. Right there is Michael Addison. Addison will get around his man. It's Cam Smith as he leads this one ahead now into the Patriots zone. I'm not sure if that Whalers player went down on his own accord or if there was a tripping call missed here. Let's hope we don't have the same officiating like we did last night.
Let's clean it up, get this game over with.
Yeah, right? And Miller puts this one right in on Prevost. John, correct me if I'm wrong. Is 91 Sean Miller again today?
91 is Miller.
All righty.
I don't know why Glatt is in instead of Poliot, but that is an improper starting lineup.
Okay.
So that's a 2-minute penalty for those of you who aren't in the know.
Quiet. We don't want to let out any secrets here.
I'm just saying, you got to watch these things.
Howland off in the far corner, drops it back behind the cage. Gullett's going to pop Pouliot in there as it's loose up front, and they score. That one went in. He took it with his pad behind the goal line.
I don't believe they're calling it as such.
His pad had the puck underneath it, and it went across the goal line. If I understand the rules correctly, once the puck crosses the goal line before a whistle.
I think that got changed.
Really?
I think because if the goalie gets pushed into the net while he has the puck, it's not a goal.
When you
so you can't run the goalie.
He wasn't running the goalie.
Well, I mean, but that's the spirit of the rule.
Stearns, keep it fair.
Okay, I'll try to keep it fair and balanced. I don't want to get tweeted out of the rink here today. Gray along the near side puts it into the glass and buries it down for Prevost, who will set it up behind the cage. With it now, Buddy Neighbor getting a return pass from Volkers. It's sent up into the neutral zone, up for Nam in his own blue line. Nam coming across the red line. He'll dump it in, and the Patriots will get all changes out there except Mikey Carr, who will stay on for a forecheck here. This goes off over to the far side boards, and it'll be Prange with it. We'll clear it out through center now for Volker. Volker across the line, and over into the far corner he goes. He goes toe-to-toe with Ian Edgington. Puck squirts free behind the net. Behind Park. Phillip Park in goal here for the Patriots. Last night, Dustin Moyer getting the victory. This one feet up high and into the protective netting, that perfect clear netting that we have here in the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia.
Stearns, let me jump in real quick.
What you
Alex
got?
Gross in the lineup tonight. Don't know how much of an impact he'll make. He's nursing that bum thumb, but coach said he's in.
Tonight, are you doing the color commentary from London? Or I mean, St. Petersburg?
I'm appealing to our international audience.
Hey, if Andreas Bagfeldt's out there watching this this evening over there, and where is he? In Sweden. Edgington will pop it all over to Miller. Miller trying to scoop it ahead now. Nassau trying to drum up some work here. Miller trying to clear up to the blue line. Not out. Point shot there taken by Buddy Neighbor. Neighbor's going to get it in front of the Patriots bench, and he'll slam it down back behind the goal. Mendoza steps in there, takes someone's twig with him, and a short side shot there, easily handled by Phillip Park. 17:52 left here in the first period. Nothing score.
And we've seen a lot of back and forth so far. Park is, both goaltenders have done great jobs in net early in this contest. As you can definitely tell, the Tendies have been awake for a while.
Yeah, they've been up since 4 in the morning getting ready for this one. Up top, Josh Maltz winds up, takes a shot, and Park makes a blocker save. Steered along over to the far blue line, kept in there by Neighbor, tight at the blue line in front of the Patriots bench. And a feed to the front, they score on a one-time set up front. That was Josh Maltz that popped it in right past the near post far side of the goal. And the Whalers getting a 1-0 lead with 17:40 left here in the first.
I believe Maltz is a part of your big three, Stearns, the
Yes,
one that
he
you're going to want
is.
to watch out for. Brissett, who went down with an injury last night, but I believe he did come back into the game, correct?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He got knocked silly along the near boards by Skrlik in the neutral zone.
Maltz, Brissett, and Adagoki, got to watch out for him. They're pretty good.
Oh, yes. I'm looking at some Empire stats. Whoops.
They're over here, Stearns.
Gotcha.
Hampton Roads goal scored by number 12, Sam Jenkins, assisted by number 22, Alex Brissett, and number 5, Buddy Neighbor.
Huh. I beg your pardon. That was Sam Jenkins that scored.
Sam Jenkins.
Well, you still have to watch out for Maltz and Adagoki and Brissett.
You're welcome.
I thought I saw an 18 in there.
That's not what the referee told me.
Okay. Here's a shot from Gray and a save. And another shot along the side of the net it goes. It's Howland that'll pop it right in on Brost. And Brissett going toe-to-toe with Howland.
I was talking with Coach before the game, and he said the key here is that Hampton Roads is a very good team, and they're going to come out flying after a loss like last night. So he said first period is crucial here for these Potomac Patriots. They want to come out of here either ahead or at least tied going into that second period, that first intermission. And a face-off one back. Mendoza will pick it up and scoop it into the near corner.
Carpenter trying to clear it out. Stephen Gerke will keep it active. Patriots trying to buzz inside the offensive zone. Skrlik tried to get there first, but it's poked away by Adagoki. Adagoki will pick it up in the neutral zone now. Whalers entering the Patriots zone. Adagoki setting it up to the front, trying to find Addison on a one-time chance. But it's steered aside by the Patriots. Out into the neutral zone it goes. It's Tinoco that'll give chase for the Whalers. Tinoco setting around over to the half boards over for Adagoki. Adagoki retreating behind the goal line. He'll go back behind the tender and switch it off over to Carpenter over in the far corner of his own zone. Feathering it up along the left wing out into the neutral zone. It's Edgington that'll interrupt that. Addison's back in his own zone to regroup. Addison going behind Bros. Gerke applying some pressure here, forcing the Whalers to make a move as they come along the near side wing. TJ Sneath with it now. Across the red line, across the Patriots line. Still with it, being challenged there by Mendoza. Mendoza will take him into the boards. Adagoki getting the pass, trying to move it up to the point. But it'll be stepped up by Gerke into the neutral zone. And it'll be taken away by Addison back to his own blue line. Trying to do some back checking there is Cam Smith. Nice work there as Jake Wensley got involved. Now it's Miller. Miller taking a shot. And it's deflected off into the far corner. Miller on his backhand. Back for Cam Smith behind the goal line. Up to the blue line and out as it goes off the skate of Carter Schultz. Back to retrieve it is Peter Nam, and it's slapped right back in by the Patriots. Well, Jake Wensley was tagged up on the offside, and he didn't realize he still had another man in there when he tagged up, so he's going to have to retreat back to the neutral zone, and Whalers will break out now. Nam settling it down, coming out across ice there for Miller, but it's out of his reach, and Sam Jenkins will pop it up along the glass and into the Patriots zone. Jenkins with the lone goal in this one so far. 15-15 left here in the first. Whalers with an early 1-0 lead. This is the Cross Ice Feed broadcast team. David Stearns with Brian Schrems up here in the booth. John Baranowski and Phillip Prevost down low in the scorekeepers update area between the benches. Jenkins trying to fire his way through traffic, and the linesman got the best of him. LaBelle got in the way. LaBelle not wearing the water wings today. We got a delayed call coming up here, and it's going against the Patriots. Jenkins sending it down low. Glatt will get there to play it, and we'll get the call. And it looks like it'll be a hook with 14:49 left here in the first. Whalers going to have their first crack at it here on the man advantage.
Yeah, one of the things that the Patriots overcame last night in a game riddled with penalties on both sides, but
You're not kidding.
2 opportunities for the Hampton Roads Whalers to score with a 5-on-3, and Patriots killed off both of them. So it was a huge momentum booster for them.
I'll just say this right now, it's kind of tough to keep the games separate from each other, having the umpire now on the back end. Apparently last night's game still in progress according to Point Streak.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 8, Jonas Glatt. 2 minutes for hooking. Glatt, 2 for hooking on the Reebok penalty kill.
And this one's a one-time shot. What a great pad save by Park, who got over. Great side-to-side movement, and we got some poking around there.
Maltz had that thing on a wire. He knew where he was going with that one, and Park just flew right across the crease and made the save. Beautiful save by Mr. Park.
And Casey Prange trying to pitchfork that one out of the pad of Park, but no call coming, so I guess we have a less aggressive officiating crew, but we only got one penalty on the board early on in this one.
Just fine by me after that 3-hour Empire game last night.
Oh my goodness. They just wouldn't stop. There's a difference between trying to gain too much control and not having any control at all. And they try to call everything and anything just to...
Couldn't balance it out last night.
Brissett, far circle. Over to the near side for Maltz. Maltz back up top of the umbrella for Brissett, who winds up, takes a shot, and it was blocked by the foot of Mendoza. And Maltz will get a return here with the puck, moving his way to the top, setting it up for the captain, Alex Brissett. Brissett down low, Atagoki up top. Brissett fires, scores. That's a power play goal, making it 2-0 Whalers.
Park was screened the whole way. You could tell he was having a real tough time trying to see through people, trying to look over people, under people.
Major bunch up in front, and that's exactly what they wanted to do, and that's what pops them their second goal of the game. 13:47 left here in the first.
Yeah, this is why Hampton Roads is a dangerous team, and those names that we keep calling, Maltz, Brissett, Atagoki, they are out there, and they are trying to find a little bit of revenge from last night's game, I'm assuming, but we did see Potomac in a 2-0 hole last night, and they ended up victors, so the game is far from over, but they got to maintain a little bit of control here on their own end.
Okay then. The active score sheet on Point Streak says today's game is the active game, but it's marking last night. But here's a chance up front. Trying to sweep it out. Patriots trapped inside of their own zone. As the penalty's still up on the board, they're not sure why. It is an even strength.
Yeah, that's an error. We'll get that corrected.
Okay. Addison along the near side.
Hampton Roads goal scored by number 22, Alex Brissett, assisted by number 13, Larry Atagoki. Brissett from Atagoki, a power play goal at 13:47.
We're back in the 2-goal hole. Let's see if the answer is Glatt steps into his man at center as TJ Sneath trying to break inside the Patriots zone. And another chance now. It's a puck stolen away by Brissett, who winds up, takes a shot, just misses the blocker's side and goes wide. Kept active with a shot right on. It's blocked up front by Logan Nasser. He'll break it out through neutral. He'll backhand it, can't get it in deep, but Cam Smith will find it at the blue line. He'll carry on over to the far corner, stopping, turning, losing the puck though. Buddy Neighbor pops it off in that corner. And the Whalers looking to break out now as they pass it ahead now for Atagoki. Atagoki with the backhand pass to Brissett. Brissett trying to settle it down, try to get the pass over to Maltz, but it's intercepted by Mendoza. Mendoza trying to move it ahead there for Smith, but it's backhanded in by Maltz. And a very reluctant dump and chase. No, they're going to put they got a 1-2-2 system going on, right? Or a 2-2-1 system. It's kind of weird. Blocker to the side by Bros, and he'll take that one off the backboards and glass and hold on to it. No rebound coming as we have 11:59 left here in the first. 2-0 score in favor of the visiting Hampton Roads Whalers. They're handed their third loss of the season last night. About 3 weeks ago, they were handed their second loss at the hands of East Coast in the second of 2 games on the road at East Coast. Let's see if the Patriots can make it a 5-game win streak. They are winners of their last 4. As Howland has it off in the far corner, he dumps down his man, but the puck's behind him, and it's taken away by the Whalers. Over to the near side they go. With a pass through center, Cody Gullett trying to find it, but it goes all the way down to Park. And Patriots trying to break it out. It's up to the blue line, not out. Coming in hot there was Alex Gross, the captain, who was out in last night's contest. Cody Pesic's holding his stick, and we will get the call. I love it. He's hold and stick. Okay. Just got to make sure you got all bases covered. And we got a misconduct. Oh, that might be a 2 and 10. Or maybe a 2 and 2 and make it a 4-minute power play.
And all you can score limited buffet?
I think he kind of put his hands on his hips there.
Did he dip?
They got to put somebody else in the box there if he in fact got 2 penalties. What's going on?
I think we'll see a 2 and 10.
Yeah, they need to put another guy in the box, yeah. No? You need someone to serve the 10. Fine job there by the Patriots drawing Pesic into a 12-minute penalty.
Was it Gross?
I think it was.
He's so good at that.
I think it was Gross that drew it in, yeah.
Gross has a knack for doing things like that.
Well, Pesic is number 4 on their penalty depth chart. But he's not up there in the points. Took out the wrong guy. Let's get the call.
Hampton Roads Whalers penalty to number 19, Cody Pesic. 2 minutes for holding the stick and a 10-minute misconduct. That's Pesic, 2 for holding the stick and a 10-minute misconduct on the cross-ice feed power play.
You know, it's the first time I've ever heard a 2 and 10 for holding the stick. No, I'm
Pretty
kidding.
aggressive hold.
Totally kidding. Yeah, he held the stick so hard, you got a 10-minute misconduct on top of it. Buddy Neighbor finding it along the high glass and out. Brissett will guide that one through center. Netowski back there to pick it up for the Patriots. He's going to go back behind Park to set it up, but Brissett very aggressive there on the forecheck on this penalty kill for the Whalers. It is a cross-ice feed power play. CrossIceFeed.com for more details. Better broadcast services. Losing his twig and leaving it behind. That is Nick Gray. He'll curl back and pick it up as this one's launched down into the Whalers zone with a minute to go on the man advantage for the Patriots. Netowski gloving that one out of the air. He backhands it in. Chasing it now is Carpenter for the Whalers. We got our second unit out for the Patriots. And this one's slapped all the way down the length of the ice. Mendoza will pick it up behind his goal line. And he'll quarterback things and try to guide the breakout.
Even to break into the zone, the neutral zone's a problem for the Patriots right now.
Fed through center now along the far wing for Wensley. Wensley couldn't carry it in with him, but it's left there at the blue line. Mendoza will pick it up, taking it along the near side. Patriots back on side. And Mendoza gets dumped off onto the ice there on a check from Carpenter. And now the puck squirts free and taken the other way by Sam Jenkins. Jenkins with the first goal in this contest, 2-0 Whalers. A shorthanded try, 15 seconds left to kill for the Whalers. Not much of a power play by any stretch for the Patriots.
It's got to be better than that. They at least have to breach the zone. They kind of got stood up here. Almost a trap-like defense for these Hampton Roads Whalers. And I hate to say the T word, but very reminiscent of it.
I don't think they set up the 1-3-1 yet, but maybe now. You know, with the 2-goal lead, do you rock the trap?
Yeah.
Brissett coming along the near side of the goal, trying to shove it up front. Too many players in the way. Adegoke will set it up along the near side, up top for Michael Addison with a shot through that's blockered away by Phillip Park. And Brissett's pass to Buddy Neighbor goes outside the blue line. Whalers tagging up here. Patriots trying to break it out. Pass too hard there for Cam Smith as it goes off the heel of his stick, and it's tossed right back in by the Whalers. 8:50 left here in the first. 2-0 Hampton Roads. A second of 2 games this weekend. Up front with a shot. Park holding the bottom side of the net. Their pads spread across, making the save. Addison chasing it back into his own zone. On the near side boards, Maltz guiding it out, but it's picked up by Schultz at the red line. Almost had it taken away by Adegoke. Now it's stolen by Maltz. I'm not sure if they were onside. I could have been wrong. My eyesight is terrible. I have a prescription in these glasses from 5 years ago.
Here we go.
Here comes Stephen Gerke with a pass to Skurlik. Skurlik trying to move it ahead there for Gerke breaking towards the net. But it was interrupted there by the Whalers with a long cross-ice feed that's deflected out into the protective netting by Adegoke.
Cross-ice feed.
Nice.
Well done.
In that case, I say Gerke has to have that shot. Don't try and pass it, and him and Skurlik can't go back and forth like that. One of the two has to have the shot on goal, at least create a rebound, scoring chance, something here.
And it's won by the Whalers. It's Kingra that'll put it in for the Patriots bench. We'll try this again. A little stop and go action here. It's still 2-0 Whalers, but last night's Empire game was absolute torture. There was no flow to it whatsoever.
No, it was referee controlled. So hopefully this new officiating crew, which they're doing a pretty good job so far.
It's not a new officiating crew. It's just, well, Singletary's still the linesman. And
it's just a new day.
LaBelle is a linesman. So now I believe it's Costa and Baker that are referees today.
It's a new day.
And Gray with a nice home run pass set ahead over here to the near side, to the front, and deflected away by Jenkins. Sent around Kingra trying to guide it out, and he does successfully, but it's going to be picked up by Howland. That goes over to the near side for Glatt. Deflected on in off the stick of Pouliot. Rumor has it Pouliot is currently injured and still playing. Good for him. Same with Gross, too. We won't divulge his injury. It's public all over Twitter, but we won't talk about it.
Same with Natowski, too.
Natowski as well, yeah. These guys are definitely playing with a lot of heart, to say the least.
Yeah, in terms of last night's game, probably in the 2 years that we've been here,
yeah,
the best game that we've ever seen them play.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Total team effort.
No doubt.
Total team effort.
And also, we are without Connor Ackerman still.
Tyler Nolan's still out.
Tyler Nolan's still out.
On the mend, though. He's on the mend.
Exactly, and also we're forgetting one more. It's James Thayer who's battling the flu. This shot goes right on, but it's an offside against the Whalers. 6:58 left here in the first, 2-0 Whalers. Patriots hockey is proudly sponsored by the Hutzler family in the Prince William Ice Center, located here at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. PWIce.com for the schedules for public skates and stick and shoots and much, much more. Sorry to cut you off there, partner. You got something? Sounded like you wanted to say something.
Nope, just standing here looking good.
Yeah, doing a great job with the camera.
First time for everything.
Feel free to zoom in and if you want to get creative too.
Yeah, I will. Just let me get the feel for this thing. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, we got a delayed call coming up here. I'm guessing it's going to the Whalers. And that'll be an interference call, and we got ourselves a cross-ice feed power play.
Yeah, we're going to have to see something better than the first one there. They couldn't even make it into the offensive zone.
Let's see if they can reinvent the power play here. They definitely need to.
Yeah, I'd like to see Natowski out there. He ran that thing pretty clean last night. I don't believe he got any points off of it. I have it written down somewhere. I don't know about the points, but he was definitely a pretty big contributor in keeping that puck inside the zone.
Any paperwork with any writing is not in the vicinity.
I'll find it.
There it is, I think. Well, let's get the call.
Hampton Roads Whalers penalty to number 25, Casey Branch. 2 minutes for interference. Branch, 2 for interference on the cross-ice feed power play.
It's powerful stuff right there. 6 1/4 left here in the first. Mendoza will get it up top. Along the half boards, down to the corner. Wensley back behind the goal line for Smith. Wensley cheating in on goal here, but Mendoza will get the puck with a shot, trying to find it through traffic, and it's swept away by the Whalers down the length of the ice by Golan. Right down the gullet it goes, over to the near side now. Mikey Carr swinging it back to his own blue line, but Mendoza will take it up along the far wing. Brost out of his net there to center it around the boards and up to the blue line. It goes and out. Now we got a shorthanded try here, one-on-one. It's Brissett versus Edgington, trying to get into the play is Carpenter. Brissett losing control of the puck, regains control in the slot, but can't get a solid shot off. Now we'll get another try at it. It's a pad save by Park. 1 minute to go on a cross-ice feed power play. A lot of pressure here. Here comes Adagoki far circle. Working his way in on goal. He takes a shot and a rebound. Going wide after a pad save from Park. Sam Jenkins along the near side with a long shot between the legs of Cam Smith. Park forced to make a save. Brissett again in the near corner.
Power play for the Patriots.
Not very powerful.
Power play.
Ugh. And Skrlik trying to find the puck underneath Jenkins.
Somebody's got Skrlik's stick.
Skrlik without his twig right now. He's going to go down to pick it up, and the Whalers deep inside their own zone here will wind up and find an open lane and send it all the way down to Park. So we have 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Alex Gross now out there. Will backhand it into the corner for Natowski. Natowski dropping it off for Howland. Howland trying to bang his way through traffic. And he does so, finds the puck, far circle, coming in on goal, takes shot, he scores! Do you mind if we dance with your dates? They get on the board on a cross-ice feed power play.
It's about time they broke through the zone, got something. Look what happens when you get a chance at an odd man rush inside the zone, or to set yourself up, get those scoring opportunities, shoot the puck. I read that somewhere in a book. hockey book, 101, something like that. Very cliche, but it tends to work a lot of the time.
Might have been Bobby Orr's autobiography.
Shoot the Puck, Chapter 2.
Which recently just came out, by the way. Hoping to get it for Christmas.
I got what you're laying down, dropping some hints.
Anybody out there?
You want a sweater?
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, Shrimps.
I can read this. I know you well enough.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 71, Chris Howland. Assisted by number 74, Adam Natowski.
It is.
And number 29, Phillip Park.
Ooh.
That's Howland from Natowski and Park. A cross-ice speed power play goal at 4:47.
Fed to the front. Addison trying to get the deflection on. Goes off into the near corner. Volker try to move it to the front, but instead it goes back for Glatt. Mikey Carr on his backhand nicely off the glass and out through neutral, trying to find it to Gerke. But Gerke has it picked off by Michael Addison as he puts the pass ahead for Volker. Volker, drop pass there. Neighbor winds up, takes a shot, but it's blocked. And it's Gerke. He's going to try to come back the other way for an odd man rush, but Adagoki gets back into play. With a shot between the legs of Maltz right in on Tyler Brost, making a save. 6-13 shots in favor of the Whalers. And deking his way through is Maltz. He got hooked up there. Patriots got away with one there. Cleared up to the blue line, and now Jenkins will pick it up at the red line. Jenkins looking for options, finds Maltz through center. Maltz trying to dance his way from a couple of checks. And now Miller sending it over to the near side for Gray, but it's cleared ahead by Carpenter for Brissett. Brissett into the near corner for Adagoki with a shot in the pit, saved by Park. Park got bumped there as Adagoki came through the blue paint. Up along the glass and around the dasher over to the far corner. Maltz looking for options, back behind. Brissett up top, Carpenter looking, back to Brissett, far circle, Brissett in on goal, deking out, Park takes a shot and it goes wide of the goal mouth over to the far corner.
Hats off to Park for staying with him the whole entire way across the crease.
Yeah, that was a bit overly aggressive. It worked, but it was overly aggressive.
Near circle, up top, Brissett, shot, rebound, off the post, Big Ben strikes one. Mendoza sending it up along the front of the Patriots bench and down the length of the ice. This one will be an icing charged to the Patriots with 2.5 left here in the first. 2-1 Whalers. Patriots answering back after they're in a 2-0 hole.
We saw them answer back last night, down 2-0. Early in the second period, they tallied 2 in the second and 2 more in the third to cap off the victory.
Yeah, 4 unanswered goals by the Patriots last night, sealing the victory. Fantastic win. 4-game win streak right now, and Patriots looking to make it 5. Back for Neighbor along the near side, out of the reach of Sneath, and it misses everybody, and this will be an icing against the Whalers. The shoe is on the other foot, so we'll come back the other way.
You know, Park really has been very aggressive out there. I mean, so far it's worked rather well, but he is just coming right up, cutting off the angles very high up. And, hey, if it throws off the Whalers, they certainly don't look like they expected.
Yeah, a very different goaltender than they saw last night in Dustin Moyer.
For sure, for sure. That's just it, whatever works.
The
He's going to start running at him and slashing.
And it's Tinoco putting it up along the boards over behind the net for Natowski. Natowski being run into by Tinoco, but the pass comes over to the near side half boards. Funny bounce off that door again. Now works to the advantage of the Whalers with a shot. It's Kavanaugh's shot that goes just wide, and it'll be picked up by Alex Gross. And it's cleared up along the boards and down the length of the ice, and Glatt will retrieve it in the near corner of his own zone. Up in front of the Patriots bench with 1:35, and we got a call here. We got 2 players going to the box for some pushing and shoving. I'm guessing one of them will be a captain of one team and a captain of the other. So both captains will sit for 2. Interesting. Huh, okay. So
tit for tat.
Brissett and Gross will sit. Follow us on Twitter at CrossIceFeed. Send us your comments, feedback, or any technical issues. We are having some internet issues this weekend. And by the way, go to Ustream.tv to subscribe for ad-free viewing. $3.99 a month. You'll need it back here in February. We have Atlanta Junior Nights in first weekend. 3 weekends in, we got the showcase. definitely come in handy that weekend.
Yep.
We still got to figure out the logistics on that.
We got him at least 6 times.
Yeah.
Penalty for number 51, Alex Gross, 2 minutes for roughing. Hampton Roads Whalers penalty for number 22, Alex Brissett, 2 minutes for roughing. Both calls come at 1:34.
Back the other way, it's Maltz. Into the slot, and a shot from Tinoco. Goes off the pad. I believe he got a pad on it. It was Phillip Park. Last minute of play as this one goes right in, and Park will hold on, and everybody with a whistle in the building is suddenly letting him go. Don't know why. We had 3 whistles in on that. Was there any particular reason?
Reassurance.
Sure.
It's good teamwork if anything.
Face-off coming up to the left of Phillip Park. That's what I like about you, Shrems.
That's a first.
You really
Is it 'cause he knows how to dance?
Hey, I was about to say, he really knows how to dance.
We'll see on Saturday.
53 seconds, that's right. Somebody's getting married. Over to the far side. Carpenter in front of the Patriots bench. Whalers controlling the play inside the Patriots zone. Howland trying to scoop it out on his backhand. Gola trying to feed it into the slot. Volker up top to the point. Carpenter with it now. Feeding into the slot. Finds Prange and he gets knocked over. Puck loose. Up to the blue line and out. It's Gray trying to shove it ahead of Volker, but Volker getting control of it there with Carpenter. Carpenter turns it over. Trying to bat it in there is Gray. And Gray's got a C on his jersey too. I'm wondering if they have co-captains. I got to talk to Coach Ziegler about that. Volker on his backhand to the front and he gets clocked. Nicely there by Joe Pouliot. Talk about using your size to your advantage. 10 seconds ago here in the first. Up top to the blue line. Carpenter looking for a lane. Takes a shot. Oh, that was blocked up front by Pouliot. And 2 seconds remain, and that'll do it here for the first period of play. The Whalers up 2-1 in this USPHL Elite Division action. Stay tuned. Cross Ice Feed will resume coverage here in a moment's time with the scorekeeper's update from John Baranowski. Stay tuned. Here's John Baranowski with our scorekeeper's update. John, got a lot to cover.
We got, it's not that much, especially compared to last night. This score sheet is a whole lot more bereft. The first goal of the game came at 17:40. Took the wind out of the Patriots' sails a bit with a goal from Sam Jenkins, assisted by Alex Brissett and Buddy Neighbor. The second goal came 5 minutes later, 13:47. That one was scored by Brissett with an assist from Larry Adegoke, a power play goal off the call for interference, I believe. And then the Potomac Patriots scored, there was Chris Howland who would get that goal on the power play, assisted by Adam Mikowski, and Phillip Park, the goaltender, got the second assist on that after he cleared the puck away. An important play every time. So, it's been back and forth, and the Patriots at least are hanging in. Whenever it was 2-0, I was already getting a bit concerned of the pacing of this, and we've seen the Patriots come out flat a few times here in the morning. But so far, so good.
All right, John, anything about the pace in this one that does have you concerned? It looked like, even the man advantage, the shots kind of tell the story. The scoreboard really does kind of tell a tale of two teams here. That power play for the Patriots looks anemic.
Yeah, no, it was pretty pitiful, really. Just asking down here, we're like, who's on the power play? Because it was down to the Patriots' end for most of that. But, again, there's only one stat that counts come the end of this, and that's what it's really going to matter. It's all about making those chances into goals. Because as long as you keep those chances only that, then you're golden. And if Phillip Park can continue to stand on his head, I'm sure, yes, he's given up 2 goals, but his different style of being so aggressive has really thrown off the Whalers. Maybe the Whalers will start being a little more patient. I mentioned how deliberative they were last game. Maybe they're going to have to try and find that again, because if you take that time with an aggressive goalie, you have the ability to get around them. So it's going to be interesting to see how this chess match of a hockey game endures, because maybe Park will have to dial it down a bit now that he's throwing them off, throw them off again, and be a little more complacent.
Would you say that he's holding on loosely, but he's not letting go?
Well, I think that's the whole key to everything, Dave. Everything in moderation, and that includes aggression in hockey.
Okay. Well said. All right, thanks, John. Any last second thoughts before we toss it to Shrems in a moment for an interview?
Not a thing, Dave. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
Well, the biggest thing is they're a really quick PKing team, so we're used to stalling a little bit. And on the goal, got our feet moving, and really just drove hard to the net. We had 4 guys in, kind of drew the defender off me, and just took a shot, and it went in. So,
not an unfamiliar position. You guys were down 2-0 last night, clawed your way back in. You had to figure they were going to come out here with a little bit more tenacity. What's the tempo in the locker room like? What are you guys feeling?
We just got to keep calm and play our game. We said it as soon as they scored their second one that we've been down in this position yesterday, and we got 5 unanswered. So just keep the ship in the right direction and play our game.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stearns, back up to you. A couple minutes left here in the first intermission, but Patriots not in an unfamiliar position. Down 1 right now, but clawed back in it yesterday afternoon. Seal a victory against these Hampton Roads Whalers, so we'll see what they can do here in the second period.
Coach Ziegler goes to the locker room. Hopefully he's okay.
We're starting a little bit early here.
I noticed. Wow.
Starting very early here. Just adjust my camera.
Okay, we're cutting back here a little early. Intermission cut short, but hey, welcome back. Second period action underway here. Whalers up 2-1. This one's won back by the Patriots. Up to the blue line to Wensley, and they're going to rule that he was onside. Okay, we'll give him that. Back over to the near side now. Wensley trying to keep it active inside the Whalers zone up top. It goes to Sean Miller, putting it down into the corner. Cam Smith racing in there to get it. Jake Wensley will move it back behind the cage, but it'll be stolen away by TJ Sneath. Up through center now. Finds a pass up for Tinoco. Tanner Tinoco putting it through into the top of the circle, but it's steered away by the Patriots here. Cam Smith setting it up. Here comes the chance now in on goal with the backhand shot. Oh, and it just misses the short side and trying to drag it along the near post was Wensley, but Prevost reaches out and holds on. Wowee.
No,
that was almost a 2-on-0 there, just working out.
You know what? I know he's just a fill-in player, but Miller has just been outstanding for
fantastic.
This team. You know, it's one thing to just jump into a team and kind of fill that gap and fill that role, but to be a contributor and to get scoring opportunities like Miller has, you know, it's a real treat for Coach Ziegler and the crew.
Logan Nasser with it now along the near corner. Backhanding it back behind the goal line out of the reach of Skrlik. And it finds its way on the stick of Neighbor. Neighbor turning it over to Carr. It's turned over back behind the goal line. And it's Addison that'll play it up ahead now. Or I beg your pardon, that was Maltz, but now through center, Adagoki trying to settle it down. Whalers coming in, and we got a delayed call. Is that a long overdue offside, or do we got a penalty coming up?
I believe that was just the offside.
Yeah, that was a way delayed offside. And it'll come over to the near side boards inside the neutral zone, just outside of Potomac Patriots territory. Patriots hockey sponsored in part by Threads Inc., family owned and operated down in Dumfries, Virginia. Visit threads-inc.com for your sports embroidery needs. Mendoza popping it around the horn over to the far side. And cleared around over to that far corner. And over to the near corner. Mendoza trying to track it down. Brissett will get there first. Try to move it up to the point, but Carr will find it through over to the red line where Skrlik was patiently awaiting. Skrlik setting up a pass, turned over to Adagoki instead. And back the other way, 3-on-2 are the Whalers. To the front, Park the save. The rebound left out there, Juicy in front of the net. And it's going to be swept away. And Mikey Carr trying to get around Jenkins, and he loses his footing. And Jenkins will peel away with it off in the far corner. In front of the net he goes, inside of his own zone. Jenkins going end to end, winds up, takes a shot, and a save by Park. Taking a shot from the near circle. And this one floats out in front of the net, and it's going to be gloved down by Phillip Park. Jenkins was looking to set things up there with a shot from Alex Ovechkin's office. Top of the circle. He loves to take those shots just on an angle. I don't understand what it is about Ovechkin.
Takes some skill to take those shots with the
low percentage shot.
The success rates that he's got, so obviously the skill is there.
Yeah, that's a high percentage shot for him, but low percentage shot for most. It's pretty incredible where he can laser that one. Howland with the goal in the previous frame for the Patriots, has it along the near side on his backhand, looking to push it to the front. Nick Gray will settle it down in the far circle up top to Peter Nam. On his backhand, it goes down to the far corner. Howland not playing the puck there as it's fed to the front. He let it coast right by him. Comes around over to the far boards. Red lines usually mean something. If you ever need any indication on where you shouldn't go, do not cross the red line. Just a note for people inside the audience. Addison, over to the far boards. We do apologize if anyone's head popped in the camera view. That's what I was pointing out. Whalers deep inside the Patriots zone, fed to the front, and a point-blank shot by Volker goes over the cage.
I thought red lines were just for icing.
No, two-line passes.
1990, what? Pesic with a shot looking for a deflection up front. Misses everybody and goes off the far boards and up top to Addison. Addison sweeping it around on his backhand around Gray. Pouliot taking his man down to the ice and the puck's underneath him. They're going to have to blow this one dead here. No, it's loose. It's actually along the boards, along the far boards now with the half boards. Volker putting up, trying to move it to the point. Gray trying to get around his man. Almost had an opportunity there for a 2-on-0, but it'll be Volker catching up at the plate, putting it into the glass up to the blue line and out. Wrangling around the boards is Peter Nam down in the near corner. We got a delayed offside here. Howland trying to get off the ice. He hops into the bench. That'll wipe out the delayed offside. Trying to get there is Jonas Glatt up top, far circle inside of his own zone. Retreating back behind is Tendy was Miller. Natowski looking for a pass through center. That one deflected, but they're not going to call it icing. They were about to call it icing, but Cam Smith finds it in the near corner for the Patriots. He's got about 3 Whalers involved there. And Wensley will come in for some support. So the puck goes to TJ Sneath, who will put up along the far boards, kept in there by Glad at the point. Over to the far corner, trying to find Miller. Miller back behind for Smith. Smith trying to tuck it to the front. A couple of Whalers players are in the way. He's keeping it active there, trying to buzz around Carpenter there. Carpenter will build a case and send it over to the near side, with Sam Jenkins will play it out through center. Trying to catch up with it is Kingra for the Whalers. 15:38 left here in the second. 2-1 Hampton Roads. Trying to squeeze it to the front. No clear opportunity for the Whalers. It comes around over to the near side of the net. Left loose out there. Park thinking about reaching out for it, but he's going to hold his post instead. Now it goes behind the cage, and Natowski has it between his feet. Natowski trapping it up, trying to kill some time for whatever reason here. Waiting for some reinforcements there. Cam Smith trying to reach in there, and Sneath does for the Whalers. He'll set it free. Trying to find an option, tries to feed to the front, goes up top, far circle. Whalers with a shot from the point. Goes off, I believe, Carpenter's stick. That goes wide. And a hard check there on Sneath from Wensley, and this one's surfaced down the length of the ice. Smith's going to get there first. Off in the near corner now. Smith looking, finds it up front, nobody there to connect with it. The intended targets Wensley and Miller breaking towards the goal. And it is squeezed free there by the Whalers with Sneath going over to the near side. They'll find Tanner Chinoco, who will go cross ice, not out. Now Sam Jenkins will get a turnover from the Patriots, and he'll feed it along in front of his bench for Sneath, who takes a shot right in on Park. Steered aside by Park, over to the near side for Carr. Carr through neutral, into the Whalers zone, winds up, takes a shot, and a pad save there by Brost, and he gloves it down and holds on for the face-off coming up to his left. 14:22 left here in a second. Some great back and forth action, but the Whalers still dominating in the shot column, 25-9.
Yeah, good end-to-end action here, but we saw the Whalers put up about 40 shots last night. We don't have the live stats available to us right now, but it was significantly more than the Potomac Patriots, but it's all about the quality of the shot, it seems like. And they did see a significant amount of penalties yesterday, too.
Sticked out of the air with a high stick, but it's going to be played by Justin Mendoza. No, they're going to call the high stick there. Mendoza didn't touch it.
Yeah, he's been a high stick.
Good call there, and good ice by the officiating crew as this one will come all the way down to the Whalers zone. Next weekend, the Patriots are on the road. They'll go down to Atlanta.
I believe Atlanta's in the thick of it as well.
They're towards the bottom. They're going to claw their way up top. Things have definitely changed in that regard for Atlanta. We'll see how things progress for them going forward. You know, Atlanta has always been kind of a force to reckon with, but now they're at the bottom. Well, towards the bottom there. All right. We'll pull up the standings here in just a moment, because we also got to factor in anything that had happened last night into the mix here. Patriots are above 500 now with that victory last night. Looking to win here today to secure that. Otherwise, they'll go back to 500 if they lose today. Right now, they are down by a goal. Not a fan of this website. Here we go. Yeah, Junior Hurricanes and Atlanta Junior Knights both sitting down at the bottom of the standings in the Southern Conference. Junior Hurricanes with 4 points. Only 2 victories on the season in 15 games. Atlanta Junior Knights, 5-10, 1-0 record. Sitting in second last there. But they are 5 points behind. Well, actually, I beg your pardon. With the updated standings, that'll be 7 points back of the Patriots. So, you know, things are still in reach for these teams going from the 4th place down when you really put it into perspective. Because the Patriots are essentially playing catch-up. A lot of teams played 18 games, except for a few here in the Southern Conference. Carpenter back inside of his own zone, wrapping it around over to the near side for Maltz. Off in the near circle, trying to backhand it, trying to interrupt it there was Nick Gray. He almost got in front of it. And still going with it was Maltz, clearing attempt. Stopped up by Brissett, but it's taken away by Alex Gross, the captain for the Patriots. Far circle, takes this shot right into the glove of Brost.
Brost is a well-decorated goaltender this year without a loss and with the goals against average below 1.30. That's Vesta quality stuff.
That's
right
impressive.
There.
Definitely impressive.
Having a great season. He's got a good offense in front of him too.
Face-off taken there, and the Whalers will peel away with it over to the near side boards. Let ahead over to the far boards there for Addison. Addison through center. And he'll come over to the near side for Corey Medeiros, who will clear it in. Goes over to that far half boards where Addison will pick it up again. Trying to bury it deep. Peter Nam got in the way of that one. Nam having trouble handling it there. Gets around Medeiros. Still having trouble with it. And it's going to be taken away by Tinoco, who put it deep inside the Patriots zone, back behind the goal line, where TJ Sneath's going to do battle with Peter Nam. Sneath curling away with it now, working his way to the circle. Comes up top to the point. Addison winds up, takes a shot, deflecting twice. Saved by Park, and it's steered off over to the far corner. Sneath with it again. Along the hash marks, towards the boards, up top. Point shot from Addison, blocked nicely there by Gray. Gray trying to put on some speed here, trying to get around Addison. Winds up, tees up a shot, and it's sticked out of play by Brost. Face-off coming up to his left with 12-11 left here in a second. Little stop and go here. Not much of a flow in this second period compared to the first, really.
No,
although we had a lot of penalties in the first.
Oh, we did, and we saw the same thing yesterday too. It was a very stop-and-go affair with the penalties, and that's where the Potomac Patriots had to fight not only the scoreboard but the penalties and the referee issues as well. But they came out on top. It was a good effort by the entire team yesterday. But I feel your pain here. It's just a lot of neutral zone play, a lot of back-and-forth action.
Pushed along the boards over for Volker. Volker couldn't get there first. Cam Smith interrupted the play for the Whalers as Natowski will find it out. Through center and all the way down into the near corner.
Hello.
Hi. Things got a little loud in my headset. Over along the far half boards. Buddy Neighbors going to peel away with it now. Going to go into the slot of his own zone over to Prange along the near side. That one's going to be brushed ahead by Prange, and it'll be taken by Wensley. They put it ahead now for Miller with a shot, and Brost blockers this one up into the air and into the protective netting. And we'll have a whistle. And the face-off inside, I'm assuming. 11:21 left here in a second. 2-1 Whalers still here on the cross-ice feed. David Stearns with Brian Schrems, Baranowski and Prevost down in the box. I do apologize if there are any internet connectivity issues today. Things have been okay so far. Can't get on my cell phone. No cell service inside the building, presumably outside of the building as well.
Yep.
Not sure why. That's fine. It's all right. Outside communication can halt as long as we're getting our broadcast out there for you all watching at home. Moment of silence there as this one comes up. Face-off win by the Patriots over for Edgington. Edgington going to clear it around the boards, down behind the cage, picked up by Logan Nasser. On his backhand over to the far circle, along the far boards, put up into the glass by Mendoza down low. Nasser trying to get there first, comes up to the front with a backhand shot and a save by Brost. Great work by Nasser to put it to the front. Great scoring attempt, point blank by the Patriots. Whalers looking to get out of their own zone. Nasser's got to be careful there. He came across with his stick. It's Skrlik. We got a 2-on-1 developing here, but Brissett's coming in on the back check. Here's a point shot, a second try, and Mikey Carr missing the near post. A little shaken up there is Addison. Addison limping up. He's going to look to maneuver his way to the bench there on a bad leg. No, he's going to stay out there to keep with the play. And now we got some action coming up here at the red line. Brissett and Skrlik getting tied up. Skrlik's without his twig, and Brissett, maybe he's playing the role of a victim or whatever happened back there. Behind the play, didn't see it.
Skrlik's going, and
nobody else. Although Baker and Costa are talking about it now in front of the scorekeeper's bench. We'll get a decision coming up here, I'm sure, on whether or not there will be 2 penalties instead of just Skrlik. Skrlik's looking and asking, not receiving any answers.
Oh, he might be getting another one.
Oh, easy with the door.
Yeah, Skrlik a little surprised, to say the least, that he's the only one in the box here. Looks like the Patriots are going on the penalty kill.
I'll admit that door does take some force to close. That's one way to really make sure it gets done.
Stearns back in. Here we go.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 44, Nick Skrlik. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Skrlik, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct on the Reebok penalty kill.
Brissett up top, over to the near circle. Anagoki with it now. Brissett down low. Volker. Oh, and it's set up front there. Prange trying to get it into his wheelhouse, but it's taken away. Up to the blue line, not out. Brissett, far circle, shot taken. Park the save on a one-time off the far circle, and that was a nice setup there with Josh Maltz. Unless I am mistaken there. Looks like Pesek should be out of the box now. I expect to see him get some ice time here. He's done serving his 12 minutes. It was abbreviated. I think they scored on the power play with that penalty. The holding the stick in the 10-minute misconduct to Cody Pesek. Do apologize if there was any lag there on the broadcast. We are having some connectivity issues. As Brissett maintains control up top for Anagoki. Back to Brissett. Brissett winds up, sends it down over to the near post with a shot fed to the front by Volker. Finds its way back up top. And here comes a one-time from Anagoki, goes wide.
This Whalers power play seems very structured. It seems like they have a lot of set plays that they try and put out there when they have the man advantage. So certainly something to watch out for if you're the Potomac Patriots.
8:55 left here in a second. 2-1 Whalers. They have 20 seconds left on the man advantage. It's the Reebok Hockey penalty kill for the Patriots. ReebokHockey.com to check out their selection. A shot going wide from Addison. Clears past everybody and goes all the way down to Taylor Brost. Taylor Brost out there to play it along the near side boards up to Tinoco. Tinoco getting crunched to the boards. We're back to five-a-side hockey. Skrlik's going to go to the bench in favor of getting Jake Wensley out there. Howland on his backhand actually goes into Wensley, who sets it up into the slot there for Nam. Over to the near side for Gray. Gray got one-on-one here. He's got Pesek to beat. Gray coming to the outside, cutting his way on the inside, takes a shot off the side of the net, and a big hit there to finish on, I believe that was Addison. Down back behind the goal line. Gollett with it now. Along the near side boards, along the left wing for Cody Pesek. He gets checked to the boards by Wensley, and he gets taken down. Pesek was looking for a call on Wensley there. They're going to bump at the blue line. Pesek actually took out Wensley there, but the play continues on here with Addison pitching into the play, taking a shot, couldn't get it past Natowski. Along the far side of the net, back behind, curled up front, trying to get around Park. What a great glove save by Park, point blank. Oh, he stones him.
And that's why you have the top roll on those pads. I really think that's the only thing between the puck and the net at that point. The outside roll of the pads stopped it dead. Great play by Park to get in the right positioning.
Phillip Park's roll is blocking a goal. 7:38 left here in a second. 2-1 Whalers.
I'm Coach Ziegler. I'm wondering why that guy was standing in front of the net all by himself to try and make that move. But crisis averted. We're back to five-a-side hockey with 7:38 left to go here in the second.
So you got Air Supply all by myself on the playlist there, John?
I don't know that we do.
There you go. You should have that one ready for a penalty. Back behind the goal, Josh Maltz trying to find it there. As it's steered up front, nobody there to jam it home for the Whalers, and Cam Smith will work it through center. Off of Jenkins. Jenkins will control it. Over to the far half boards now. He'll take it. Looks like the Whalers set a pick on Cam Smith on that play. Comes over to the near side for Miller. Sean Miller steering around the boards. Oh, and Prevost got taken out. And pushing and shoving here, Cam Smith lost an edge going behind the net. He doesn't want anything to do with this. And Brissett gets him in a headlock and pushes him down to the ice. Smith's just trying to get out of the pile. He lost his footing and crashed into Taylor Prevost.
Yeah, it was pretty unintentional.
You're going to get something from any kind of contact with the tendy, but the extra really was unnecessary. Once you got that initial pile up, I think it should be pretty obvious that it was accidental.
And I'd be surprised if they called anything to Cam Smith. He lost an edge.
Whalers going shorthanded, it looks like.
Wow, Cam Smith's going to the box? He lost an edge. Wow. Okay. All right, we are a bit of a biased broadcast, but I see no logic in that. He was getting punched in the head and shoved onto the ice after he lost an edge, and Taylor Prevost happened to be behind the net. Okay, incidental contact. Can we go with that, shall we? But why is he the only one in the box right now is my question. He was getting punched in the back of the head, Trems.
Yeah, Cam Smith is not the one you usually find in the penalty box either. He's usually a pretty level-headed player.
Yeah.
It looks like Coach Siegler is kindly asking for an explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, this ought to be interesting. But the face-off, he's pointing
down next to...
Okay, so somebody is going into the box for the Whalers.
Yeah, door's open. Well, we've seen that a lot this weekend with this officiating crew. One call is made, they all convene, and then all of a sudden there's 4 people in the box.
Yeah. Okay, so Brissett will go to the box. I was almost positive that he was going to get a call for...
And a dole out a roughing and a roughing?
Probably.
Probably.
So quiet in here. Shh. Quiet. Federer's about to tee up a serve here. Come on. Hey.
It's really hard to hear these refs. They're quiet.
John,
I've been asking for repeats 4 or 5 times already.
John, there's a penalty on Potomac. Can you hear me? John.
I hear you just enough to know something's going on. I'm going to start blasting those sounds that adults can't hear because I can't hear any of them.
Oh, those high pitches?
Ones,
yeah.
I'll blast them. I can't hear a thing.
Adults can't hear them. Kids can. Natowski trying to get there first. Maduro's trying to pop it along the short side, and it's squeezed off over to the far boards. Jonas Glatt trying to get away from Sunoco.
Penalty to number 22, Alex Brissett. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Potomac Patriots penalty to number 3, Cameron Smith. 2 minutes for tripping. Both calls come at 6:59.
Okay, I'll give him that.
Yeah, if anything, that's the call to make on
that. Okay, then that's as close as you're going to get to a legit call on that.
Yeah.
And Pessig winds up, takes his shot right into the Patriot logo of Park, and he'll hold on. 6:17 left here in the second. 2-1 Whalers, 30-13. Shots in favor of the Whalers.
We saw the exact same thing last night. If we can get those live stats up, I know they were at 40 or above, the Whalers were, but it was indicative of quite a few penalties on the behalf of the Potomac Patriots. So
far circle, Whalers working their way to the front. Adegoke had an opportunity, but it was poked away by Howland. Adegoke up at the top, his shot deflected. Front of the Whalers bench, out in the neutral zone, delayed offside. They tag up, the Whalers do. Patriots tracking it down with 6 to go here in a second. Mendoza up ahead. Addison trying to get a hold of it, but it comes all the way back to Prevost. Gross will try to track it down, comes up to the near blue line for Howland. Howland putting it deep, trying to find Gross. Up front, Buddy Neighbor almost turned it over. Neighbor will play it ahead now for Maltz. Trying to move it along, trying to set it up for Kavanaugh, and it's gloved down by Phillip Park with 5.5 to go here.
It's been a quiet period all around on both teams' behalf. We kind of went into the first intermission there on a high and kind of expecting fireworks here, but not to be.
It's not so quiet down here. There's quite a bit of chirping going on.
We got to get that place mic'd up next year.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, but I do.
Unless, well, I mean, I guess the FCC doesn't regulate us. We're online, but I mean, it would not follow proper decorum.
You think the 2 complaints we've gotten this season now are bad? Just you wait.
Our PG-13 broadcast?
Yeah. Whew. Over the near side boards, it's
penalty?
Kingra.
No penalty.
Rope down there with Gerke. I think Gerke got away with one there.
Yes, he did.
A little far half boards. Volker trying to put it up to the point to Carpenter. Carpenter trying to move it in deep. He'll get a second try at it, and he will dump this one off over to the far corner. Back behind the cage is Peter Nam over to the near side for Carter Schultz. I always feel it necessary to say his full name. Don't know why. Carter Schultz putting it into the far corner. Back. Taylor Brost will find it behind the cage, setting it up there for Cody Pesic. Pesic trying to get away from the Patriots players. As you've seen down on the bottom part of your screen, you probably saw a hat go flying towards the referee. Not sure why. Whalers setting it up deep inside their own zone with 4.5 to go here in the second. They still maintain the 1-goal lead. Gray checking his man on the boards hard. And the Whalers back inside their own zone, looking to set things up along the near boards for Kingra, but Jonas Glatt will find it at the red line. Just a back and forth, but it's stripped away now by Holland. Holland winds up, takes his shot, gloved out of the air by Brost.
The most scoring opportunities we've seen from Holland all season long. He's definitely playing a role in this game so far. I got that first goal. But good scoring opportunities here. That puts them at 14 shots on the morning so far, and they got to pepper the goaltender a little bit more than that. Get those rebounds flowing here.
Wensley taking the draw against Larry Atagoki. He kicks it back over to Gross. Gross working his way through, and he puts it to the front. It's loose, and where is it? And they're just going to wave their hands around. The puck, not sure where it was. Wish we had it behind the net cam. Maybe next year. That's one thing that we are talking about bringing into our broadcast. Add some more dynamic.
Good things to come.
John, what's the conversation down there? Anything? Nothing. Okay.
Just a meeting of the minds.
I guess so. Oh, he's trying to hog up all the oxygen down there. I saw you yawning. Wake up.
We were having a discussion about warm-up music.
Oh, and you yawned.
With Mr. Brady. And I think Ludeman has pink on, but...
Got it.
See that, Dave? I'm pulling intel for you.
He's got what?
Okay.
Someone said pink eye.
We don't. Let's not talk about that. Back
An
down.
ocular infection.
There's a comedian you should all watch. I'll come up with his name in the intermission, I'm sure. Edgington, curling back into his own zone. His jokes are always about his 5-year-old. Jenkins back inside of his own zone. He's retreating back behind the cage, behind Brost. And it's sent long over. Wow, that one was a huge pass up for Maltz. I can't believe it did not get stopped up. He seriously went from goal line to blue line with a pass through traffic. That's impressive. Alex Gross across the Whaler line, putting it ahead for Wensley. Wensley trying to kick it to his stick, and he couldn't get it through. He gets taken down. And it's on top of the far circle and out through neutral.
Whoa,
we got an injured player.
Yeah, I saw a player go flying.
Yeah, I think it was Addison that took out, who is that back there? That is Sean Miller getting dumped down behind the play.
Yeah, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Addison sent him flying. Miller went scooting into the boards there, and it looks like we're going to sit for at least 2. High stick.
You're going to have a lot of vacation money now. Oh. Or wedding money, or whatever you want to term it.
Oh my gosh.
My gift to you.
Just don't sing that song.
What's that?
My gift to you.
I don't even know what song you're talking
It's a
about.
Rascal Flatts song.
Oh, jeez. Down low it goes over to the near corner. Nick Skrlik's going to get there first. Getting it around Buddy Neighbor. Alex Gross back over to the near side. Finding it to Skrlik again. Skrlik trying to peel away from Neighbor. Neighbor stays on him. Gross up top.
Hampton Roads Whalers penalty to number 16, Michael Addison. 2 minutes for high sticking. Addison 2 for high sticking on the cross-ice feed power play.
2:20 left here in the second. 90 seconds left on the man advantage of the cross-ice feed power play. We are the cross-ice feed. Broadcasting this game for you live on crossicefeed.com. And it's Patriots having some trouble getting in the zone. We have a delayed call coming up here.
Going against Potomac.
Yeah, there goes the power play.
Yeah, there were 3 high hits and a cross-check up high for the last one.
And Gross will go into the box. It's the second penalty on the game.
Gross has got to make sure to keep that in check.
Oh, wait, we might have some offsetting penalties here. Tinoco's going to go too.
A lot of shenanigans going on. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Power play intact still.
So the face-off will be in front of the Patriots bench as we get things sorted out here. We got Carr, Smith, Mendoza, and Edgington out there, along with Wensley, who has just joined the team. He'll come in to take the face-off. Nothing will go up on the board of those 2 penalties. The only penalty up on the board will remain for Mr. Addison. Michael Addison, Chesapeake, Virginia native. One by the Patriots here, but it'll be taken by Atagoki and popped down to the Patriot zone.
Hampton Roads Whalers penalty to number 23, Tyler Tinoco. 2 minutes for high sticking. Potomac Patriots penalty to number 51, Alex Gross. 2 minutes for high sticking. Both calls at 2:05.
So Tanner Tinoco and Alex Gross will sit for 2 each. 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Over to the near side for Wensley. Wensley across the line. Trying to get around Pesic. Pesic tried to clear it up and out. Off the body of Wensley. Return pass out of the reach of Wensley. He'll reach out there and get it this time around. Leaving it there along the goal line for Mikey Carr. Carr looking for options. Drives it over to Smith. Smith over to Mendoza. Mendoza looking for the lane. Sends it up down along the far post and trying to set up the one-time backdoor shot with Mikey Carr, but it's just a little off the mark. Edgington over to the near side. Wensley winds up, takes a shot.
Wow.
Oh, what a great glove save by Brost. 1 minute left here in the second.
Smoke.
Flash of leather.
And that's why he's without a loss on the season.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Brost, that was ridiculous.
That's right.
Absolutely ridiculous.
He's got the 128 goals against average, 95% save percentage. As you heard in the MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders. Wait, we're rolling up here on 20 minutes to 11. Ugh. This morning's flying by. Got the Empire action coming up on the other side. Empire Patriots. Unfortunate 7-3 loss last night. And these elite Patriots trying to get 5 in a row here. They're down only by 1 as we're back to 5-a-side hockey. Addison rejoins his team out there on the ice. And this one will be ruled an icing as his penalty expired. 44.7 remains. Face-off coming down deep inside the Whalers zone to the left of Taylor Brost. Brost flashing the leather just a few seconds ago.
Great save.
Great save. Let's see if Skrlik can make some magic out there as he'll go to the front there. He's got 3 Whalers to contend with right now off the face-off. And not sure what's going on here. They're going to toss out Nasser? No.
Oh, I think Skrlik's chirping a little bit.
Yeah. And fighting for it now. Gerke trying to clear it down into the far circle, but the Whalers will find it out through center. Cleared back in. Skrlik tags up on a delayed offside. Brost will send it up along the dasher over to the near side. Funny bounce along the boards. It wasn't the door that time. It actually hit a partition. Skrlik with it now. Far slot. Takes a shot and he drops a beat right into the glove of Taylor Brost.
Got it.
23.7 left here in a second.
Got it off.
30-18 shots in goal in favor of the Whalers.
Is that Gross coming around there? Gross?
Yeah, Gross is, he's going out towards the lobby area. Not sure why.
Try and get a follow-up, see if something happened with Doc, and fill us in the intermission here.
There were some concerns about him playing with the injury he has as the shot comes right in on Park and he stabs that one away. A side angle shot there by Maltz goes off the side of the net, and the Whalers will clear their own zone, and Howland trying to get into a race with the puck there.
Here we go, keeper's out.
And he is way out. He steers it over to the near side, and that'll do it for the second period. Only one goal scored in this period. We'll get that update from John Baranowski and the scorekeeper's update as the Whalers have a 2-1 lead on the Potomac Patriots in this USPHL Elite Division action here at the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. This is the Cross Ice Feed. Stay tuned for the scorekeeper's update coming up right after this.
John Baranowski here for your scorekeeper's update. Nothing to report on the goal side of things. It's still 2-1 in favor of the Hampton Roads Whalers. A couple of offsetting penalties, 2 sets of them. Not much to talk about, really. This period has gotten to a bit of the doldrums as far as hockey is concerned. It's good back and forth. There's some good chirping, but the chances, they're not what they were in the first.
Yeah.
Some really great saves, actually, on both ends, mostly by Taylor Brost.
Taylor Brost, yeah.
Everyone's Tyler. If your name starts with a T, it's Tyler.
I know, right? Wow. I actually thought, that period was so weird. I actually thought somebody scored in that period, and I was wrong.
Yeah, no, the first thing I did was look. I'm like, no, they didn't.
Well, it's just, it was a great, well-balanced period. I definitely think the edge was in net for the Whalers. It was, Park made some great saves, but the real big saves were made by Brost for sure. On
the glove side, mostly. He's been really good at that. Park's had some good saves. Again, that one with the roll of the pads really being the only thing between the puck and the net. But, the Brost's glove has been the difference maker in this game for the second period, most definitely. He had that one a bit behind him, and he still managed to catch it. Really an impressive save.
So what do we say the Patriots do in this third period to tie this one up and try to get ahead here?
Pepper Brost. It's one thing to say you look for the quality of shots, but as Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I think at this point, see what you can get on net. Get that dirty goal that just, you shovel in the garbage up front. Hopefully you can get something in the back of the net and really try and subvent his confidence. See what you can get and just throw everything. Throw the kitchen sink at the net and see if anything sticks.
All right, John, any final thoughts before we go into the third period?
We should be looking for a good one. 2-1 is a great score. Let's face it, one shot completely changes this game on either side. In either direction, one shot changes everything. So it's essential to realize the importance of everything and trying to get that puck on the net, take the chances you get, and see if you can make some magic happen.
All right, thanks, John. We're going to throw it down to Shrems for an interview coming up real soon. We'll catch up with you on the other side, Johnny.
Second intermission here with Peter Nam. Peter, we've been calling your name upstairs in the broadcasting booth a lot more in the past couple of weeks here. Talk about your increased role, your increased expectations on defense. You seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable out there with this team.
Yeah, I hang out with the guys more now, so I don't know, we're cool.
Talk a little bit about this game in itself. You're getting peppered with shots. Defense is pretty key for you guys to stay in this game. What's Coach telling you guys on the back end to do to keep you guys pretty much in this game and get a shot at victory here?
He told us to keep it simple. Nothing too fancy, just get it up, cross the red line, dump it.
What's the verdict for the third period here? What's being said? What are you guys trying to huddle around? What idea are you trying to get across to the locker room here?
Don't really change anything. We're playing well so far, so just keep playing how we are.
Good luck in the third.
All right, thank you.
Stearns up to you, second intermission. Shots 32-18 in favor of Hampton Roads. But the score's 2-1. They're hanging in there. They got to see if they can even the keel here and get a goal-ahead goal at some point here in the third period.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Prince William Ice Center here in the dead zone of all cell service. David Stearns with Brian Schrems. We got nothing. At least we got internet right now.
Yeah, we're hardwired, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how well wireless would work right now.
No. By the way, we got a scout in the house. We'll just say that right now. An NAHL scout looking for some talent here. Time to shine, boys. Time to shine. third period action. Whalers winning the faceoff as they have the 2-1 lead right now. Here comes a breakaway chance for Wensley. It's out of his reach and he clears it up. Nice work there by Taylor Brost. That's why he's got the great numbers there. He cleared a breakaway attempt there for Wensley.
Sorry about that camera work. I got a little too excited here.
Not with our usual cameraman here. Shrems is pulling double duty. He just needs to make a little more money since he's getting married, and most of it's going to go to his wife, I'm sure.
That's gifts at crossicefeed.com.
Don't try to email there, folks. It's fake.
/PayPal.
Here's a pass ahead for Cam Smith along the near circle, trying to cut his way on a backhand shot that just goes wide. Smith off into the far corner, still with it. Taking it up to the top, sends it over to an open wing. Trying to get there first is Edgington. He does so successfully. Sending it around the horn, can't get it past the stick of Carpenter. Nice work there by Wensley to get in there to keep it active in the offensive zone. As Sean Miller puts it cross ice up to the blue line, kept in there by Schultz. Schultz taking a shot, almost a backdoor slam there for Miller, but it went over his stick. Miller back with it in the corner, popping it behind there for Cam Smith. Edgington's going to go off on a change here. So we're just underway here at the Prince William Ice Center in the third period of this 2-1 contest in favor of Hampton Roads. Elite action going on, Empire to follow. David Stearns with Brian Schrems, John Baranowski and Phillip Prevost, as there was a slash that was not called on Jake Wensley. Kind of left the evidence there. But Cam Smith trying to locate it. Oh, man! He teed that one up right into the Hampton bench.
Thinking he was looking for a turnaround into the zone, and Larry Adagoki, check yourself.
Yeah. I think that one split between him and his partner there on the bench. Woo! And we got a chin strap violation being called out here. It's Alex Gross trying to button things up.
Just keeping him safe, that's all.
All for the right reasons. And we're all squared away here as we go back to center with the face-off. Cam Smith was the offending party out in the neutral zone, but unintentional. Brost behind the net, sends it up into the high glass, takes a funny bounce off of a partition favoring the Patriots as they'll pick it up at their own blue line. Out of the reach of all Whalers players, but it's turned over to the Whalers now. With it is Medeiros. Medeiros had it stolen away and sent over to the near side boards, where it'll be Nick Gray breaking it out along the left wing. Oh, and he gets crunched hard into the boards by Jenkins. Working along over the far side of the neutral zone now. Fed ahead by Cody Pessig. And trying to hook up with Medeiros, and Pessig's going to retreat back as he knows that the Patriots are going to break out the other way. Coming along the near wing again is Gray, who tees up a shot that gets deflected off into the far corner. Over along those far boards now, battling for it. Logan Nasser putting it down low, and Nick Gray's slow to get up. He is hurting, and he's going to try to get off on a change here. As the Whalers try to break out, turned over to Logan Nasser with a turnaround shot. The rebound comes into the slot hole, baby. Mikey Carr trying to put it on. More concerned there about Gray going off on the injury there. As it comes up to the blue line, not out, kept in there by Mendoza. He kept it tight in along the line. Nasser trying to battle for it there, trying to get it to Skurlik. Comes up to the blue line and over the stick of Mendoza and out through center and all the way back into the Patriots zone. Up for Nasser now. Nasser backhanding it to the front of the net. Picked off by Michael Addison.
Skurlik's got to watch himself.
Skurlik getting bumped from behind, trying to draw a call. Addison trying to take a shot, blocked by Carr. Addison without his stick now. Mendoza getting called by Skurlik there, who's waiting patiently at the blue line. Brost out there to set it up along the glass and around the horn. Kept in there by Wensley in front of the Whaler bench. Cutting into the near star, far circle, trying to drag it to the front, still loose. Comes up top to the point, trying to race there to keep it in is Natowski. Natowski had it deflected airborne and cleared it by Addison. The Patriots got away with a trip there. Natowski taking down the man, 2-on-1 back the other way. Now here comes Maltz. Maltz in on goal. Comes up and takes a shot along the side of the net there. He tried to go high glove side.
It's the second time we've seen Maltz go high glove side in this game. Up close like that too.
And this one's deflected wide there as Brissett sheet up a shot. Comes up top to the point to Carpenter. Through traffic and right in. Park will hold on for the face-off to his left, and going down on the ice is Brissett. Skurlik will go to the box.
Or to the bench. Nope, to the box.
Yep.
Skrlik was a little heated last period. I mean, it was very evident on one of the no calls that took place, and you know, it definitely has carried over. He's a very passionate player, and you know, hopefully his team can bail him out of this one.
That was a love tap, by the way.
We can move forward.
And he tried to draw the one in front of Brost back here earlier, but you know, all bets are off on what's going to get called next.
Potomac Patriots penalty to number 44, Nick Skrlik, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Skrlik, 2 for unsportsmanlike on the Reebok penalty kill.
Up top, Brissett with a shot. Ding fries are done. The rebound, they score. Larry Atagoki from the far circle on a power play goal makes it 3-1 Whalers. They get their 2-goal lead again. Showboating in front of that penalty box was Alex Brissett. No unsportsmanlike conduct going in his direction, surprisingly. He kind of waved to Skrlik as he came by in celebration, but as long as he's not throwing a fist, I guess it's okay. And I think someone actually thanked him. I heard that. That was loud and clear.
Yep, no, it was. They got to watch themselves.
Kavanaugh gloving that one down. It's around the far circle. We'll get the call from John Baranowski on that goal.
Hampton Roads Whalers goal scored by number 13, Larry Atagoki, assisted by number 22, Alex Brissett, and number 18, Josh Maltz. That's Atagoki from Brissett and Maltz, a power play goal at 15:33.
Nam with it, putting along the far boards, tipped out through center by Howland. It's turned over here. DJ Sneath's going to try to work his way in. On his backhand, he'll dump it in, and Schultz will go back behind his tender to go pick it up. And it's turned over on a clearing attempt. Maltz working it for Sneath, who misses the mark altogether and hits the high glass behind Park. Howland on the far side of the neutral zone, tried to clear it in deep, but it was gloved down by Bunny Neighbor. Clearing attempt foiled. Howland walks in, shoots, and it's a save by Brost with the pads. Looking to go low on Taylor Brost. Can't find its way through the wickets as Addison losing his stick. That's like the third time he's dropped the lumber there. Guess he's got a loose grip on the stick is what I'm guessing. You do need soft hands out there at times. Cam Smith along the boards out through center, trying to hook up with a pass and a deflection for Miller. And Cam Smith is hurting right now. He's trying to get up. I believe we have a call coming up as a result of something that happened behind the play. Maybe somebody can fill me in here as I was watching the puck. And so is Shremps because he's on camera.
Yeah, I'm on camera. I don't know. Revenge here is best served with a goal. And this is a huge power play for these Patriots to get this back within one.
Yeah, plenty of time left. 14:07 left here in the third. John, what happened down there? We were watching a play.
It was a cross check behind the play.
All right.
Certainly a legitimate call.
Okay.
Hampton Roads Whalers penalty to number 16, Michael Addison. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Addison, 2 for cross-checking on the cross-ice feed power play.
Backhanded up by Wensley to Edgington. Edgington will slap it down behind the goal line there for Mikey Carr, trying to find it from Jenkins. Popped over to Mikey Carr on his backhand to the front. It's loose in the near circle. Mendoza will come over to support. Mendoza over to Edgington. Edgington down low. Finds Wensley on a backhand pass down behind the goal line for Carr, trying to sweep it to the front. Misplayed it the first time, but Cam Smith will pick it up along the near boards. Cam Smith getting wrangled down there by Cody Pesic, and walking away with it is Larry Atagoki. Atagoki's going to curl back into his own zone to kill some time. And it's going to be cleared down the length of the ice past the stick of Mendoza as we have 1:05 left on the cross-ice feed power play. 13:11 left here in the third period. 3-1 Whalers. Working along the far boards, Mendoza will clear it in. He's going to go off on a change. Second unit starting to trickle its way out on the ice. And this one's launched all the way down. Phillip Park's going to go back to set it up.
Oh.
Having a little trouble there. Errant pass, slapped down by the Whalers again. 35 seconds remain on the man advantage. Having trouble getting into the Whalers zone all of a sudden. And Natowski is going to lead it through center. Natowski getting around to check from Carpenter. Fed along the side of the net, looking to play a deflection with Skrlik. Skrlik in on his backhand up top. Natowski from downtown with a shot and a save by Prevost.
Oh, cross check.
And cross check from behind, no call. It was Nasser that got taken down. Jonas Glatt looking for the lane. Takes a shot, and I believe it was his own man, Nasser, that got in the way of that one. And this one's cleared down the length of the ice. We're back to even strength, 5-a-side hockey. This one goes right on Park, so no icing. 12 minutes left here in the third. Whalers holding on to a 3-1 lead. Nasser trying to clear it in, but it's out of his wheelhouse as Cavanaugh will tap it into the Patriots zone. Park, he'll bang this one along the boards. Funny bounce off that door. Skrlik will retrieve it. Out through center, and it's a behind the back pass there for Gerke, but it's out of his reach, and we'll get a wholesale change out there for the Patriots. This one's launched in on the Park. Picked up by Schultz. Over along the near side boards. Out of the reach of Gray, and it's cleared right back in, and Whalers tagging up on the offside. Nam with it. A real soft-spoken character he is, and this one is going to be sticked out of the air with a high stick by the Whalers, and face-off coming up all the way down in the Whalers zone.
They gotta pot one quick here. This is pretty crucial to stay within striking distance of a tie at least. They gotta get one here in the next couple of minutes and then build off of that.
Face-off goes right in on Prevost, and he holds on, and trying to shove it out was Joe Pouliot. If you have a child who's interested in playing hockey here at the Prince William Ice Center, visit PW Hockey for more details. That's pwhockey.com for details. A shot gunning wide there by the Patriots. Goes over to the near side boards, and now Gullett's going to have it. It's sticked out of the air and played across the line, and they're going to rule offsides. Referee was waving off the high stick, but LaBelle, the linesman, will catch the offside with 11 minutes exactly left here in the third. Patriots Hockey is proudly sponsored by the Hutzler family and the Prince William Ice Center. Visit pwice.com for schedules for stick and shoots, public skates, and much, much more. Located here at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. pwice.com for the Prince William Ice Center. Miller trying to find it through traffic across the line with a shot right in on goal. That was Grange that went in on Park. We easily steered that one aside over to the far half boards. Miller with it now for the Patriots. Opting to go near side. Wensley across the line. To the slot he goes, but it's turned over, and back come the Whalers. Almost a 4-on-2 developing there, but it's now going to be 2-on-2. The shot on Park to save the rebound, and another save by Park. He got the pad out just in time. Miller playing it up, trying to find Jake Wensley, the British Columbia native. Feathered on over to the near side now for Atagoki. Return pass up for Maltz. Maltz couldn't shove it in on goal, but Park will find the loose puck and hold on with 10-12 left here in the third. Waiting for a spark here.
Yeah,
waiting for something to just kind of light things on fire.
Big hit or something here.
Yeah.
A flurry of activity within the offensive zone for these Patriots. Yeah, something.
Something to wake us up. Maltz winds up, fires. And it went off a body, a loose change, trying to pop it back on goal with the Whalers, and this pass is out of the reach of Carr. These passes have to be tape to tape.
Yep.
Halfway through the third period, 3-1 Whalers. His second game of 2 this weekend between these two clubs. Nasser, far circle, takes a shot, a rebound, loose up front, and it'll be picked up by the Whalers' Carpenter, and Carpenter's going to lead the charge out in the neutral zone, and he'll tap that one in right down to Park. And Brissett will pick it up, feeding it to the front, trying to find Carpenter or Atagoki that were breaking towards the net. Carpenter without his stick. And this one's loose. Up at the top of the near circle, trying to clear it out was Mikey Carr, but it's kept in by Atagoki, trying to set up with a deflected shot to Brissett in front of the net, but it goes off into the corner. And this one's cleared out and deflected down the length of the ice, no icing. Buddy Neighbor will be first to get there for the Whalers as a couple of changes for both sides take place. Brissett clearing it all the way around the horn. It'll be Park leaving it there for Natowski. Over the near side with a pass off the skate and to the stick of Nick Gray. Gray ducking out of a check from Madison, trying to get around Cavanaugh. And it's deflected to the front, and Brost will make the save with 8:56 left here in the third. 40-24 shots in favor of the Whalers.
Looks very
Phillip
similar
Park's
to
been
last
busy.
night.
Yeah.
Very, very
Oh,
similar.
last night, yeah, they did get outshot pretty much by 20 shots, and they still walked away with the victory.
Sometimes it's the quality of the shots that matter too.
Oh, yeah.
We do advocate shoot the puck.
Face-off won back by the Patriots. Point shot from Schultz, deflected wide off the stick of Pouliot. Had the angle just wrong. He could have had it just right if it was just over about 15 degrees. To the left. Up at the blue line, kept in there by Gray. Gray winds up, takes a shot, and Brost will glove that one down. Man, he's got great vision to see where that puck's
Good
going.
hockey sense. Very good hockey sense.
Great goaltender in that sight that he has. Yep.
Gust of wind came through here. That was unbelievable. Somebody opened a door or something.
Face-off won by the Patriots. Up top, Nam winds up, takes a shot,
Whoa.
sticked aside by Brost. Rebound picked up by Miller. Back behind the net. Wensley will find it. Looking for a point chance here for Nam. Over for Schultz. Schultz getting around his check, takes his shot, and it just goes wide. Cam Smith looking, finds Schultz, far circle. Around the half boards, down to the corner it goes. With it is Miller. Miller feeding along the side of the net there, and it was sticked away by Brost, trying to get there first out of the Patriots. Wensley couldn't get there in time. Nam will stop it up at the red line. Sending it over to Cam Smith. Cam Smith backhanding it off the near boards in the neutral zone, but it's picked up by Jenkins in his own territory. Tanoka up along the near boards of the neutral zone, trying to get it up to TJ Sneath, but Sneath couldn't sneak away with it as it goes into the near corner of the Patriots zone and all the way back behind the cage for Natowski. Who's slapping their stick out there? I don't see anyone there.
I believe that's Cam Smith. It's a Cam Smith trademark.
It's getting a little frustrated. Here comes a chance.
Nice
One-on-one with
save.
the tender, and Prange makes a shot right in on Park, who immediately addressed it with a great save. Trying to keep this game within reach. 7:35 left here in the third. 3-1 Whalers. Cam Smith trying to peel away. Prange on the back check, and he'll clear it in, and it'll go off on a change. Cam Smith, that is. Played out in the slot of the Whalers zone. It'll be Sean Carpenter with it on his backhand for Volker. Volker along the right wing. Dumped down behind the goal line. Patriots trying to recover it along the side of the net. Up top of the point shot. Jenkins goes right into Park, and Park will make the save. And hold on for no rebound. 7:12 left here in the third. Patriots hockey is partly sponsored by Threads Inc. For your sports embroidery needs, family owned and operated in Dumfries, Virginia. Go to threads-inc.com for more details. Hopefully we'll be going on a magic carpet ride real soon here. Patriots winners of their last four, looking to go for 5 here. They got their work cut out for them, really.
Now they really do, but we've seen this team come up big in tight spots so far this season, and until this game is over and done with, I'm not going to write them off. Tough task at hand, though. This Hampton Roads team is pretty good.
Still looking for that spark as it goes right in on Park, and he holds on. Not taking any chances here. But yet I think the Patriots need to take some chances.
No, you're gonna maybe have to look for those home run passes a little bit coming out of your defensive zone. You know, Cam Smith is well known for turning on the afterburners to the neutral zone when that happens. So
Down by 2, dump and chase this late in the game does not work well unless you got a speedy forward like Mikey Carr or Cam Smith going in to catch the puck on that dump and chase. Well, let's see how they do here. They got 3 down low behind the goal line. Got to be careful about this. You got to have some good control. Now they'll revert back to a 1-3-1, trying to keep it. This one goes high into the air and into the Whalers bench and gloved out of the air and dumped right back out. Keep it going, keep it going. Still in play. 6:38 left here in the third. Yeah, this is definitely a tough game to, kind of wrap our heads around collectively. I mean, it has been a little bit one-sided towards the Whalers. Obviously, it's kind of reflected on the scoreboard. And
Patriots have hung tough, though.
they have.
And when you're playing the best team in the league with this good a goaltender and this offensive of an output that they can do.
Whalers deep inside their own zone. Coming out with a pass through center, out of the reach of Adagoki, and Glatt trying to control it along the red line, over to the far side of the neutral zone, trying to clear it in, trying to get a clear dump in there, but can't get it past the Whalers, who are bunching up along that far side. Patriots tag up, and it'll be Nick Gray sending it around. Over to the near corner, Gross down there. Gross, who has seen some limited ice time here, he's back in there. We saw him exit the rink earlier. Jonas Glatt trying to line up a check there. Whalers trying to squeeze through the defense, and it'll be picked up by Park as Josh Maltz was coming in hot with 5:55 left here in the third. 3-1. Whalers still holding on to the 2-goal lead. They had a 2-goal lead most of this game.
I especially like Joe Poliak coming over to dust off Phil Park, and Park's like, get out of here. What are you doing? He was taking the jersey and shaking off the snow. He's like, here, I got that for you, buddy. And Park's like, get out of here.
He wants him to look good. Here's Edgington now off of the near side. Up for Cam Smith, waiting for it in the neutral zone. He'll clear it in along the far boards of the Whalers territory. Turn around up here for Netowski, finding a lane. Bros to save the rebound. It's loose. It's in the near circle, and Wensley couldn't get a stick on it, and the Whalers are going to come back the other way. Jenkins being tied up by Cam Smith. Nice work there by Cam Smith to poke it away. Trying to find it for Wensley, but the puck is jammed into the neutral zone by the Whalers. Muscled over to Edgington now. He'll jam this one in back behind the cage, and Brost will leave it there. Off the skate of Cam Smith, Netowski trying to put it in deep. Actually had a weird deflection, but I think it worked out in the Patriots' favor. Fed down low with a shot. Brost makes a save. With the backdoor try from Sean Miller. Backhanded by Netowski, back over to the half boards for Cam Smith. Cam Smith trying to get it down for Wensley. He does so in the corner. Wensley trying to feed it out front, but getting in the way of that was Sneath. Fed to the front now, and here's a chance. Oh, trying to stuff it in was Wensley up top. Point shot. Netowski. Love save there by Brost. Boy.
Last period, it was all about the glove. This period, it's all about Brost's positioning. He has been there every single time. It's impressive, really, how quickly he's gotten to where he needs to be.
I'm scratching my head. I'm trying to figure out what these Patriots have to do to buy a goal. 4:44 left here in the third. 3-1 Whalers.
Crunch time, Stearns.
Up top, face-off win to Nam. Nam over to the far circle. Sherman, get out of the way. Off in the corner goes Gerke, trying to chase it down along the half boards. Trying to find it back for Mikey Carr, but it's out of his reach as Addison will play it around over to the near wing. Volker looking for options here.
Up Sherman.
Sherman, there he is. Comes over to the near side of the Patriots zone for Nam with 4:15 to play here in the third. Don't worry, we got your close-up. 4:10 left in the third. You're standing right there in the way. Gotta get you a headset.
I don't think he needs a headset.
No, I don't think he needs. Yeah, if we heard anything he had to say, I don't think it would be anything good. Yes, we are. 3:55 left here in the third. 3-1 Whalers. Patriots having trouble here as they're going to get tagged with an icing, and oh boy.
Stay on, gentlemen.
I just can't say anything now. I got this guy standing next to me.
We'll talk about him when he leaves.
Any thoughts?
Ask him for the score sheet for the next game.
Yeah, score sheet for the next game. See, we've got a task for you. Oh, I can take it. I'm going to go down there.
Oh, he has it. Good.
Oh, can you read that, John?
A little tougher to write on it, but I think I can get the lineup from there.
Sure. Good luck. Face off to the right of Phillip Park, and a shot right off the draw by the Whalers, going wide off into the near corner. Picked up by Nam. Trying to get away from Maltz. Fed it into the neutral zone, and Carpenter will dump it right back in. Park will leave it there for Nam. Nam curling away from the forecheck from the Whalers. He'll stick with it here through to the neutral zone. We're looking for a hero here. Who will it be? And the Whalers, Adagoki coming out through center, 2-on-2 with Brissett. Adagoki coming around Netowski, feeding it down low, trying to look for a near side stuff along the back door. And it's Pouliot and Brissett getting tied up together up along the blue line, but here comes a chance up front. Maltz couldn't get it. And wow, an effort there by Gross. Gross trying to throw the body around. He's waiting for the home run pass. He'll get it. Oh no, he collides with Jenkins, and this one goes right down to Brost. Brost is not going to take any chances here. Hold on for the face-off.
He covered that so gingerly, as if it were a wounded bird. He is like, come here, little puck.
Timeout.
Timeout it is. It's crunch time.
I called the timeout.
Yeah, I heard you.
Timeout, David Stearns.
Thank you.
2 remaining.
2:51 left here in the third. Shrems, what do they got to do? What is it that they have to do? I need an answer from you.
Well, I do my best here. That's a lot of pressure, but you got to think they got to keep the puck down inside the zone here. And I say pepper roast. I mean, just crash the net at this point.
Pepper broast.
Well,
That's a good meal right there.
I know.
that sounds real good there, Todd. I'm gonna go home and get a pepper roast in the oven.
You got to put it with some macaroni salad because your body needs mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Broast has been stellar in this game.
Think about this though. You have to figure that the Hampton Roads Whalers are exhausted.
Yeah.
You see the same 6 players out there every single shift. This is where you take advantage of something like that. If you crash the net, keep them on their heels a little bit.
Well, the Russians figured out. It was Coach Anatoly Tarasov who said you skate about 4 miles in a game, the average player.
Wow.
So he made his players skate 8 miles for every practice.
That's it. That's it.
So,
That's
I
nice.
mean, it's all about conditioning.
It's all about strategy.
Let's see what kind of condition they are here to finish out this game if they can tie it up.
Wonder how long we'll see Phillip Park in there for.
It's going to have to come out sometime or another.
Keep him in my peripherals.
I'll keep an eye on him too. This one goes right in on goal, and Brost reaching out with the paw, and he holds on. Wonder if we can recruit someone to do camera here in this next game.
I got it.
You're gonna stay up here?
I gotta get my my fix here. I've never done this before,
All right.
so it's
Thinking about a new career?
no, nope. But just gotta be well versed. That's all.
And it's dumped back behind the net, and oh man, Jonas Glatt, watch out. Comes along over to the far side, out through center now. And it's sticked right back in by Grange. Off into the far corner, Jonas Glatt picking it up, 2:20 left here in the third. 3-1 Whalers. Deflected in by Smith, no icing. We'll keep an eye on Phillip Park. We come down to the 2:15 mark. Grange.
Good keep.
Grange
Yep.
trying to clear it out there. He gets it on his third attempt, and he's going to go off on a change. I beg your pardon, I was calling him Grange for a while. As Jake Wensley tried to stick that one out of the air, but Atagoki will have it. He dances around Miller. And now he sets it up for a waltz with a shot. They score. That waltz was danced by Josh Maltz, who backhands it over the top of the glove of Phillip Park. And it's a 4-1 score for the Whalers.
Yeah, we've seen Maltz go to the forehand and the backhand down there. That was the backhand, the hardest shot in hockey for a goaltender to stop. And a tough loss here for these Patriots. A split weekend though.
It's not over till it's over.
Okay, I'll play along.
Don't stop believing.
I'll play along. Oh, I believe.
This one's rocketed in to the Patriots zone, and it's on the back of the net, so they'll have to stop play with 1:37 left here in the third.
Given the standings and everything, I think
Well, we're back to 500.
splitting the weekend, though, I mean, was ideal. You come in against the best team in the league. Do people in Hampton know what this is?
I hope so.
Hampton Roads goal scored by number 18, Josh Maltz, assisted by number 13, Larry Atagoki, and number 22, Alex Brissett. That's Maltz from Atagoki and Brissett at 146. And that puts it for Brissett has been involved on every goal.
Today or this weekend?
Oh, today. Yeah. Coming down to the 1 minute mark. Trying to work his way around there as Nick Gray gets taken out of the play, but the puck's left there for Joe Pouliot. Pouliot looking for options here. Trying to set it up in the slot there for Gross, but it gets deflected wide. Gross back behind the goal line for Gray. Gray trying to do some work there for the puck, but it squirts free over to the near corner for Atagoki. Atagoki will launch this one into the air, and it'll be gloved down and played by Glad over along the near side boards. In the neutral zone, Gray tees this one up, and it goes wide of the goal, and he'll go off in a change. 30 seconds to play here in the third. 4-1 Whalers. Logan Nasser with it out for our half boards. 20 seconds left. Up top to Gerke. Gerke down to Schultz. Schultz backhanding it to the front, and it's steered off by the Whalers, and Nasser takes down his man. He'll maintain control of the puck inside the Whalers zone. Another attempt here to get it out as Atagoki, as we're down to 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. We got a delayed call being called with 2.9 seconds left here as Volker is without his helmet and will have a hold against Logan Nasser. I think that'll just about do it here. We're going to get this call and then get things underway. Coming up for the Empire team on the other side. We're a little early on the finish here at 11:30, but stay tuned. Make it an early start on the Empire game as time runs out. That'll do it. Hampton Roads Whalers split the weekend on the Patriots. Patriots winners last night, and the Whalers winners today in the USPHL Elite Contest here at the Prince William Ice Center. Next weekend, they will take on the Atlanta Junior Knights down in Atlanta, so hopefully things work out in their favor then. But let's get set up here for some Empire actions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been David Stearns for Brian Schrems, John Baranowski, and Phillip Prevost saying have a great afternoon, everybody. See us here for the Empire action. And as always, don't stop believing.